I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in a, she just made a big. I got rolling over. Speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posting with my they say yeah.
I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow. Harvest getting bigger, they all froze. I unleashed my soul, now they taking pictures of it.
Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries with the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, then she know it. Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause bro recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tight like ties on the industry advice. I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries with the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, then she know it. Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go. Yeah. Shooting star, yeah. All over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not what my way and go. Yeah, I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And off we go from SoFi. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Their own 26-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Herbert throwing right away. Hits his running back. And that is a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 29. Finds McConkey. And he stopped cold at the spot. We'll keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
On first down, they'll run. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Gets this to McConkey. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 42 as this opening drive continues. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Looking to his fullback now. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll run here on 1st down.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't make the connection. Was looking for Ladd McConkey. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Herbert from the gun. Has his man. It's Addison. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
This is Henry on 2nd. And this time they get to him early and stick him along the line of scrimmage. They're on the tackle, the rookie out of Auburn.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 3 on that gain. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's a pickup of 26. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On 1st down, Jackson. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And that won't be brought in, but I love the deep shot there. Some excitement for us on our final play of the opening quarter. That's the end of our 1st quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. 7-0 is our score. We're back to SoFi right after this. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. Trying down the middle with Henry. Room to run inside the 20. And he's finally taken down at the 16-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. He finds him right side. touchdown, Baltimore. Justin Tucker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens start off well to tie things 7-7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's swallowed up in the middle, no gain on the run. Justin Matabike making that stop. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Second and 10 now. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. This one intended for the running back. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Give now to the running back. Runs inside the 35. Dives for the pylon, and that's a touchdown. The Chargers take a 2nd quarter lead. Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Pistol snap to Jackson. He throws a bullet to the center of the... That's grabbed inside the 30. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. He gives to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Running once more with Henry. And this time they won't surrender anything. They wrap him up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, they shoot the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front. They fired off the line knowing the run was coming. And boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
Jackson now on 3rd. The throw is caught. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. Now the 2nd time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
Well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a second home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Choosing to bring it out deep in the end zone. Return lanes don't open for him. He stops shy of the 15. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line.
From the 17. Chuck there to haul it in. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. It's the Chargers with 1st and 10. Herbert. He's on the move. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide in practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Throwing on 1st is Herbert. He's throwing deep to the left side. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
He does it! Touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens get some late points and the lead. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His third through the air this game. That one right down the middle. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You just feel this defense starting to come alive, don't you, Kate? Got their first turnover last time out. Now they put their first sack on the board. In big plays on that side of the ball, well, they can come in bunches. Defense sure hopes to keep this faucet going, and the offense wants to turn the spigot off immediately.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Buys time, rolling right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Herbert here, 3rd and long. Forced out to his right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he goes out. Just needed one more step to reach midfield. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Ugh.
Herbert on first down. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Trying again following the sack. Doesn't have the hook up there. Incomplete pass.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Flush down out to his left.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. He picks up 16 on the good return. And the Ravens will go on offense. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They send a man in motion. Second and 1. Chased out to his right. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that first down. Well done.
Looking to throw. On the move, headed right. Now he's taking a deep shot right. They connect on the deep shot. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. As he naps another touchdown, Brock, I gotta ask you, the former QB, is this a point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have 1 touchdown today are coming over you saying, bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football.
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kate. Like, really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence and the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Tight end going in motion here. First down throw for Jackson. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
They don't don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
Turning to Henry on third. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
First down, here's Lamar. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Chargers get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Couldn't connect with Jordan Addison, and it's going to be second down. Back to the air, Herbert has his man. It's Addison. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's second down. Herbert throwing again. Gets this to McConkey. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Offense in the hurry up here. Now Herbert again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
A 61-yard attempt.
Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And that's going to keep the difference at 14 points.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Into the hands of Walker. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Henry on the counter. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Call that a modest improvement. 3 yards that time, but still a 3rd and 7 upcoming.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Another run for Henry. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the play, and now they've got 4th down and 6. Tucker's kick is up and good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he's going to field this in the end zone without a return, so they'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 2nd down. Herbert from the gun. Into a crowd and, oh, intercepted. Picked up by Chidobe Awuzie.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10. Here's Jackson. He's taking a shot towards the end zone. Big gain downfield. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. The 5th of the game for him, tying the NFL single-game record. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sails over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. They left him wide open. It's complete. And they'll have it across midfield as he runs out. Give him 24 on that play. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now Herbert to throw. He's going to push one deep. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Ravens are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort. Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. He's going deep this time. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. It's a Tez Walker touchdown. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens grow their lead yet again.
Chargers 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Catch made by Chark. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. This is complete to Dawson Knox. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
1st down, ball at the 36. Herbert. Escapes the pocket. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Herbert to throw once more. And they pick him off again. Has room down the left sideline. And the Ravens get it back on the final play of the quarter. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's the Ravens with possession and a big enough lead.